Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you, because everyone is only thinking about themselves. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting yours. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change, even your best friends can turn into strangers one day. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Share your progress, not your goals, and you'll always be motivated. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being by yourself is far superior than being with crappy people. The people who ask the most from you are the people who do the least for you. Take your responsibilities seriously, but not yourself. Fear is not there to stop you, it's there to show you that you're interested and you care. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. If you put her on a pedestal, she has no choice but to look down on you. People give you advice based on their perspective. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. Don't do anything that you will have to lie about later. Light travels faster than sound, that's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Don't look for happiness, it's always inside you. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. Self-care is realizing that you are your greatest obstacle. Your parents were correct multiple times, even if not academically qualified. Stop insulting them when they advise you. Act like you have been there before. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. If you're going to get angry about something, think to yourself, will I remember this in 10 years? You only get one body, take care of it, you'll have it all your life, and while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. If someone emphasizes that they are telling the truth, you can be sure they are lying. All you have power and influence over is what you decide to do with the time that you are given today. You will never ruin a role if you play yourself. Don't compare the behind the scenes of your life to someone else's highlight reel. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. First, you choose a partner on the basis of their looks, and enjoy until you realize that your kids will not be raised by their looks, but by their values. You cannot have everything, you always exchange something for something. To know who your true friends are, look for the ones who say good things behind your back, and bad things to your face. Letting go is very hard, but it's the best thing to do. With time, the more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. Biggest thing you need to accept is change. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in the later part of life and understand why you did what you did. Commitment is what gets you started, consistency is what gets you somewhere, and persistence is what keeps you going. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much. When someone you love leaves you, most of the time it's for the good. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Don't make promises if you have no intention to fulfill them. It might not mean anything to you, but it could mean a whole world to someone else. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. You don't find your purpose somewhere else, you create your purpose exactly where you are, and you bear meaning to it. Your entire life can change in an instant, so instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. You grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. Action breeds more clarity than thought, so you can't think your way into a new life, you have to act your way into one. The life you experience is simply a reflection of your mindset. Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. All you have is the now, and what you do with it. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. If you can drop anything from your world, drop the ego. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see all around you, the more generous life will seem and the happier you will become. You won't forget some bad things, you just stop caring. Until that happens, don't stress too much about it. Fear limits most people throughout their lives, and permeates through all of their decisions. Do your best to control it, overcome it, and revel when you defeat it. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. It's never too late to do the things you've always wanted to do. Don't let naysayers discourage you because they may be projecting their own insecurities. You can't change what happened, no matter if it was your fault or someone else messed it up. Don't be mad about it, deal with the challenge. People will always project their fears and limiting beliefs onto you. What you must do is build a shield against this noise so you can protect yourself from it. Do not discuss your past with anyone, because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand or even use it against you. Your tomorrow may be way different from your today if you try. Keep crying about what is not working today, and I promise you that your tomorrow is not working. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never be able to hear. Your life won't go as planned, and trust me, it's a good thing. You have to help yourself, no one else can help you, you have to do it yourself. Once you realize this, you will feel more in control of your life.